250 years ago, almost to the day, the greatest fighting force ever to walk the earth was born. In a tavern, Tun Tavern, Philadelphia, where courage met camaraderie and the Marine Corps took its first breath. Today, that legacy lives on at Parris Island, the second oldest post in the Corps, where over 20,000 recruits earn the title Marine each year. More than 100,000 family and friends travel from Maine to Puerto Rico to welcome them home. And just beyond those gates, Belleau Wood Tavern waits to greet them. A new rally point for the next 250 years. Built for the 17,000 active duty Marines and sailors, and the 4 million visitors who pass through Beaufort each year. Born in a bar, reborn outside the gates of the second oldest post in the Marine Corps, Belleau Wood Tavern.
Set up.
Call it what it is, that working part.
It's hard work.
It's a working
I
part.
feel like a Lance Corporal again, just one that's really overweight. But Roy, look, we can't make this happen without you. And one of the things that we really want to do is we don't want to go to the bank to get loans. We want to make sure this is a place by Marines, for Marines, built by Marines.
It just feels right to make this a crowd-funded effort from the get-go. Because unfortunately, there's a whole lot the world runs on that doesn't just rely on hard work and sweat equity. We're gonna have to come up with the funds to make this place a reality.
Here we are, the front door of the next 250 years of Marine Corps badassery.
But I can see it. One day, very soon, we're gonna open this door and we're gonna be at the landmark spot of what it means to be a Marine.
Look, Tun Tavern covered us for the first 250 years. Through this door, it's going to take us to the next 250 years.
Born again in a bar. Through these portals, past prospects of the world's finest Marine Corps themed drinking establishment.
Come on in and take a look at what it looks like now, because it's going to get pretty different here in the future.
As we speak, right now we have probably one of the coolest things to ever make it into our community. We have what you may, if you're on the VIP list, know colloquially as the Ascension. Our bar, which is going to be the heart of the Belleau Wood Tavern, is being handcrafted in England right now by artisans that know how to make a bar the exact same way they did when Marines were fighting at Belleau Wood and hundreds of years before then. What you can picture here will be the staple of what you come to Belleau Wood Tavern to do.
There's something sacred about this bar. On the bar is going to be hand-carved wheat in honor of the wheat field where we lost more Marines at that initial charge at Belleau Woods than we did in the history of the Marine Corps combined up to that point. Above the wheat is going to be 2 devil dogs standing watch. They're going to be hand-carved in England. English bulldogs with a nice doughboy helmet that they're going to be standing guard. And then above them, backlit with this beautiful stained glass, is going to be poppies. And what those poppies represent is the ascension of the spirit of our Marine brothers that lost their life in the wheat field in the woods, and as they rose up into the heavens, represented by those poppies. A man dies 2 deaths. The first time is when they draw their last breath. The second time is when their name is said for the last time. Here at Belleau Wood Tavern, here at the Ascension Bar, we're never going to let that happen.
Exactly. It might not look like much now, but I want to tell everybody what the horse side of the tavern's going to look like.
You know, we have a lot of sacred spaces, but honestly, I think this is going to be one of the most sacred spaces because a lot of our fellow Marines, they graduated just less than a mile away, their first meals with their family off base. And you can imagine along here is going to be a series of booths. They're going to be laid up against this wall, and you're going to have a place where the families can spend time, break bread.
If you hurry up and get on our VIP list, you can find out when we start renovations and we can break down some of these walls and put in some of these nice high back booths that these families can share their stories with right here on this side of the tavern. So get signed up, come on out and join us because this is going to be a good time. We'll put a sledgehammer in your hand.
Way before we even had U.S. involvement in World War I, the Marines all came to the embassy. They went to the train station there and they had barracks and they had warehouses that were out there. All the way up to the middle of the Vietnam War, so the Marines that actually stood on Mount Suribachi in Iwo Jima, the Marines that actually fought at the Chosin Reservoir, the Marines that probably fought at Quezon, the Marines that fought at Belleau Woods will have touched the wood that you're going to actually be sitting on in your table on the ledge, because we've had an opportunity to grab a lot of that original white oak wood that was used in the barracks and the warehouses up in Yemassee.
The very wood from that first marshaling area of brand new, yet to be Marines is going to be reclaimed and used to build and set the trim, booths, and tabletops right here at Belleau Wood Tavern. If it's one thing we take seriously as Marines, it's our title and everything that goes into making that what it is. And because of that, we'll never leave a man behind, but we'll also never leave a good story behind. That's why we're taking all of that reclaimed wood from Yemassee and finding it a new home right here at Belleau Wood Tavern. If you think that Marines need and deserve a place that we can call home, our landmark location right here in the ancestral home ground of the Marine Corps, then by all means, if you can't make it out, you can't grab a shovel, you can't grab a weed whacker, visit our Kickstarter and try and make a difference in any denomination or any pledge that you feel that we deserve. By all means, go ahead and make your voice heard.
Look, it doesn't matter if it's $5 all the way up to our top donation of $25,000, having one of our pergolas named after you. We're going to have opportunities for you to name tables after you, or maybe a fallen Marine or a fallen warrior that you'd like to honor permanently here. You have an opportunity for a pretty incredible mug club program that we're going to be putting together.
I can't wait for that.
T-shirts, hats, you name it. We're going to kick off our Kickstarter campaign on November 10th, which is a very significant place, because not only is it the birth date of our beloved Marine Corps, not only is it the 250th birthday of the Marine Corps, but it's the first day of the start of the next 250 years, where Belleau Woods is going to be the tavern for Marines, patriots, families, veterans, and everybody else that supports the good old US of A.
So go ahead, make a difference today. Come on out and see us and put in some hard work, and or visit our Kickstarter and go ahead and try and make this thing a reality.
And just like Chicago voters, donate early and donate often. You know, we got blood. You see my little bit of cut here. We got sweat. Definitely a lot of tears too.
Almost got electrocuted until we noticed that this bad boy was right in between two.
You know, 2 Marines and a chainsaw and a high power wire is definitely not something that you want. Hard Rock Cafe, if you will.
Yeah, for badasses.
That's true.
We believe that the Marine Corps deserves to have true.
Just keep going.
I can't wait for you to visit our house.